Yeah, come on!
Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. And I am busting out the Yeah, come on. This is established 1987 shirt.
Yeah, we covered that last week, a lot of your airline work at ASA in the 80s. So that's when it started. 87 is your height of the working on the tarmac at Hartsfield International.
Ramp 2, Gate 2. We got a Code 8 coming out of Gate 28, boarding Fort Walton Beach. Over.
Oh, I know that. That means the hot girl is getting on the plane, going to, so you know her bag has got some bikinis in it.
You know she does.
French cut, 1987 style.
1987 style. She's hot. So that's a Code 8. And then I'm like, then I would say something like, Ramp 2 to Gate 2, am I clear with Dothan and 5? And then, you know, baggage is, you know, whatever else I would say. And then I always ended it with like, yeah, come on. Mm-hmm. Whether it was Ramp 2, Gate 2, or, you know, I've got to get this down. I used to have it down really good. I just haven't said it in so long. But I miss it. We did talk about that being the coolest job I ever had. I had really good depth perception. And they don't let just anybody run the radio. When you do it and you're parking the aircrafts, you're being watched by a supervisor. And they want to know. And then once you're approved, at least by the supervisor, you have to earn the trust of the pilots. So pilots see you. We had two locations. We had a hub in Macon where a lot of the new flight attendants would start. They'd start in Macon, then they'd come up to Atlanta. Obviously, they would have to start flights in Macon or fly from Macon into Atlanta to get on a plane to go. You know, they're deadheading.
Right. That's like, a 5-minute flight?
It's not long. I've done it a couple of times, and it's crazy. And people paid for that. I'm like, you know, you could drive this in an hour and a half.
Well, these days it'd be worth it because that area in McDonough on 75 is always traffic. Anytime.
Let me tell you, the worst traffic ever. I have been. Can I be you're the frustrated rock star because you have musical ability. You have a son that has what, tone or ear? What does he have?
Perfect pitch. He can call out a note like just by hearing it without seeing or playing it. You can just hear it. Oh, that's an F sharp. Oh, that's a C. That's a B flat. Yeah.
So he's gifted there.
Yeah. He's got the ear. I worked hard for my ear that I barely have. He just was born with it. Yeah.
Okay, so musician. So you are a frustrated rock star. You've been this close to being in a band or being a part of a band or having a song played on the radio, and it's frustrated you to no end.
Yeah.
Me, am I the frustrated broadcaster, or did I get enough success?
You got enough success where
30 years on big morning shows.
Your frustration should not be there.
Okay, so I've got to be something different then, because I do have a little frustration. Mine is frustration of an income change. In other words, I'm a guy that, the 200s, the 300s, dipping into the 400,000s a year, you know, over my tenure. I was fortunate to do that. I owned a bar. Bar Rescue wanted to come in, and then my twisted redneck partners bailed because I was going to find out that they were stealing money from me.
They were good. John Taffer come in there and open the books.
Taffer would be like, you got a problem, and it's a money problem, because supposedly the bar was successful, which I have to tell my in-laws and my wife sometimes. I'm like, the bar was successful. I just couldn't be there. It was literally, do you want to have a successful bar and you run it? Me? And get no sleep and still do radio, or hire somebody to run it. And everybody hired it. The stories come out more and more of what took place in there.
Yeah, you have to be an owner operator. Right. If you really want to have a successful bar and not get ripped off, right? You have to be the owner and be there, hands on all the time.
But Taffer was there. We did the interviews, so I was that damn close. That I would have been on camera doing that. I dated Kim Zolciak. I was that close to being on, but the script and being the goofy dude who gets blown out after 3 or 4 weeks and still dates her, but off camera, I'm like, I don't want any part of that. So that was a near miss for me on reality TV. Then I was in the finals, Jeff, of getting on The Great Race with my sister-in-law, and we literally did the video. We did everything. We did the final interview, and for some reason they picked a different couple. Mm-hmm. That close.
Well, we almost got on a reality show a couple of years ago. That Scare Tactics, remember?
Please bring that up.
We were
had
on.
You played this the right way.
We were on, but you couldn't do it. I had to surprise you, and you couldn't get away for the day to go down to do this thing
in Fayetteville.
And I couldn't tell you until then. They were like, okay, we can't get you.
But boy, let me tell you right now, if you want good people, Jeff and I can keep a secret. You kept that secret.
I did.
You thought they'd reschedule it and didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
So you look at these near misses in your business. I was almost syndicated in radio. We almost had a reality show in radio. But there's always an individual or situation that prohibits it from happening. So it's a lot of frustration when you're like, damn it, we're this close.
So you're kind of a frustrated reality star? That's
what I'm going to say, because the great Rosie O'Donnell was doing a book signing, and I went out, and I found her to be cool. And this was right around the time she had done the movie with Madonna, where they were the women's baseball thing.
League of Their Own.
And she was cool, man. You know, she had that, and she's sitting there, she got her hair behind her ear, and she got her cool glasses. She wasn't crazy yet. And she looked at me, she goes, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, I work for, Rock 100.5. She goes, "Oh, no, you don't." She goes, "No, honey. I know radio people. You're not a radio person. You're a TV person." She goes, "You are too pretty to be in radio." I said, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Enough for you to cross over?" She goes, "Well, not that hot." I had to make a joke. But, you look at where or what could have been, but yet you're happy with what you've done. And I think you're happy too. And there was a point that I was trying to get to, and I don't even know why I brought it up, but I feel like I'm a frustrated reality star, and you're the frustrated rock star. So I think that's the boats we're in.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're doing the show, doing the Come On show on YouTube, Spotify, Apple.
There's not, and I'm just going to say this. This is tough to say because I got a lot of friends in radio. This is a top 3 show in the Atlanta market. It just is. And we need you to get the word out. And we do a 4-hour live radio show in 30 minutes. There are verbal commercials or maybe quick commercials because you got to get paid, but there's no music. There's no 6 commercials in a row where if you're the 4th commercial, you're lost. I think we do our clients a service, we do ourselves a service, and we're showing how it needs to be done. And we don't take advantage of the fact we're on YouTube. It is done radio style, so we don't drop F-bombs to drop them.
No. If it slips out, it slips out, but we don't have to stress out about it. And Mike, our producer, doesn't have to worry about bleeping it or having his finger on the button in case something goes out. It's okay, Mike.
You got that going for you. You don't hear me dropping F-bombs. But, that's just a little bit about us, a little bit about the Come On and the brands we have. Jeff, 20 years of weekend work and fill-in work on 4 major rock stations in country in Atlanta. I've got 3 stations with 30 years of morning experience, and you got the 96 Rock, the Rock 100.5. We both did 88.5 at Georgia State. Damn it. We are Atlanta.
Yes, we are definitely Atlanta.
Our parents were Atlanta.
Second generation Atlanta natives. That's never happened.
Yeah, get our moms. We got to get our moms both on so you can hear true Southern accents, women born in the 40s.
Well, I think I'm getting my mom up here sometime this summer in the next few weeks.
Really?
And she'll want to come in. And she wants to meet you and the whole thing because she listens all the time.
She needs a hug from me.
Yeah, she does. She would like that.
Yeah, I would love to give that to her. I will say right now we're mentioning a new client, and it's Elite Finishes. And Elite Finishes is a painting company, both inside your home and outside your home. They're in my house right now. I know the individual that's owned it. He lived in my subdivision for a few years, and now he lives in a sister subdivision. And he bought this company. This is what Ted Jenkins, our great sponsor of Exit Stage Left Advisors. That's Ted Jenkins and Lee Heisman. That's what they do. They help people buy and sell businesses. He bought a profitable business in Canton and now has turned it into 4 fleets. He's got one expert that does the glossy $10,000 ceiling just in a home to look like glass. And then he does regular outdoor work, but his specialty's indoor. And we had some cabinets that weren't sanded properly or prepped properly, and we've had a little bit of chipping. And so it's not an over-the-top job, but he's repainting our entire kitchen right now.
You're not redoing the new cabinets. He's just touching them up and repainting and finishing and everything.
Anybody out there that knows, there's different type cabinets. There's the vinyl finish or real wood or expensive wood. Kitchens can cost you anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 in most homes, and it's ridiculous. Cabinetry. You want to make money? Cut down trees, make cabinet doors. But we're just refinishing, and we had an island built for the house, and he's just redoing everything. So Jeff and I are going to take you there Wednesday, broadcasting from inside my house for a Thursday morning show. We'll get there, and since I mentioned Canton, Boy, have we got a story for you coming up in Steve MZ. It is Southside Steve and Jeff Cole for the Yeah Come On show in the Exit Wealth Studios in Alpharetta, where we are now, or in Buckhead. And now it's time for a little TMZ. I say TMZ because it's a TMZ story done Steve MZ style. Here we go. And this is brought to you right now by Rockin' Taco, where Jeff and I were last week. We love Rockin' Taco. We had a great band in there. Jeff, I think you ended up leaving, but I stayed to the end. Bon Jovi tribute, the best in the country because it's the only one that the Bon Jovi management and Bon Jovi himself signed off on in 2007.
Yeah, and if you follow us on TikTok or the YouTube Shorts or Reels, you'll see some of that content, little shorts coming up later this week or today or tomorrow about him telling the story about the Bon Jovi's management actually sent them a letter. Hey, you're good to go. John Bon Jovi approves.
Yeah, and they looked at everything they had done, and then he was able to go on a couple of rock cruises with John Bon Jovi. He was doing acoustic stuff, yet their band was doing the plugged-in stuff on the promenade deck.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Rockin' Taco. We're there the first Thursday of every month. We may start popping up and doing shows every Thursday.
Yeah,
they are a proud client, and it is the last of what Buckhead was. Rockin' Taco, Canton Road, Roswell.
Mm-hmm.
Now, check this out, Jeff. I mentioned Canton.
Yeah, that's where I live now, you know. I'm kind of in between Canton and Woodstock. I'm like right in between.
This took place because I looked at it on a map. This is 2.5 miles from your house. It's 8 miles from this studio.
Okay.
Driver driving down the road, 72 years of age, and he comes up on a group of bicyclists.
Mm-hmm.
They're again 10 miles from here. We see this a lot up here. I don't know about your community, but when you see the bicyclists, sometimes it's just 2 or 3 or 4 guys, and they're kind of on each other's butt, and they kind of hold that white line. And then sometimes you see groups of 15, 20, and sometimes they're 3 wide.
Right. And this is on a 2-lane, country road, basically.
Yeah.
So there's no bike lanes. They're in the lane.
But one thing we've learned, and we learned this at North Atlanta Golf Carts from Craig Riddle, where you need to walk in and get your Yeah Come On deal. Man, we went toward his which location were we at? We weren't Brazelton, yeah. We were at the Brazelton location. And he let me know that golf carts can get on the road now. They can go 35 miles an hour. I also see the electric motorcycle and bicycles. If there's now new laws that 35 miles an hour, you can drive on the road in a golf cart.
It has 25.
Well, they go 25, but the speed limit can be 35 because the minimum is 25.
Right. You have to have a tag, though.
Got to have a tag. Mm-hmm. These guys don't have tags, but they're kind of like, hey, man, I know you drive 60 on this road normally, but the actual speed limit's 30, and these bicyclists are doing 20, 25, but it pisses people off.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really get upset about it. I'll just wait it out, keep listening to my Van Halen or whatever I'm listening to, and, hopefully it's a nice day. But, yeah, I saw this clip going around, too, last week. Pretty scary.
It is pretty scary. We're going to show the clip. This actually took place April 26th, but it is now leaked out onto social media as of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you haven't seen it, here it is.
All right, I got it on video.
Yeah, now that honking is obnoxious. Okay.
Way obnoxious.
I mean, maybe just maybe a beep beep, and maybe they would get in like some over a line where he has room to go around. Mm-hmm. But that's slamming. That's too much.
Oh, it's way too much.
I wouldn't. I'm not for this.
Well, the individual is 72 years old, like I said, and it was April 23rd. This actually happened in Canton. It's right there. Right. Cherokee County Sheriff's Office is the one that was called in. They got his tag. They called it in. They went. He's been arrested and booked on felony assault charges as well as traffic violations for his conduct on the road.
Yeah, so he's probably just a curmudgeonly old man, 72 years old, like, and just thinks he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And no, he's in trouble.
He's in a little bit of trouble, so we'll follow the case and see where it leads. But I think the dude's just going to get nailed, man. And, he bumped in, and there's people that, it's funny, when you look at it on social media, people are taking up for the driver and people are taking up for the cyclist. I used to cycle a little bit back in the mid-'80s. I had the Schwinn and a buddy, and we would cycle about 70 miles, and we'd go all the way down from like Riverdale, whatever, down to Sonoy, and when it was one traffic light before Hollywood showed up. And it was fun, but even me, you ride that white line. People don't realize your front tire's that skinny, so is your back tire. So you got to stay on. And if you go off the road, you're hooked in. You're
falling and you're with the bike.
You're going where the bike goes. So that being said, I think to meet in the middle, cyclists, when you're driving that 4 and 5 wide, because there's like 20 of you, you're pretty good. If y'all could just get 2 wide, and then the front guy and everybody else kind of raise a hand like, come on by. If you see bikers making an effort to let you pass or whatever, that should be appreciated.
Yeah, I think this guy, though, would have honked like that if it was 1 or 2 bikers. I think he just had enough of bikers on that old road or that country road. I think he would have done the same thing even if it was just 2 or 3.
Yeah, possibly so. But, yeah, you can't go up. You can't do that. The best thing to do, and what I do when I get up on them, sometimes you get a scared driver and they're never going to pass, ever. You know, you just got these timid drivers. I'm an aggressive.
Yes.
I would say I'm very aggressive. So I'm going to get up. Like you said, I'm going to give them distance the same way I give motorcycles, because I rode a motorcycle on the street for 20. And I'm just going to go deet to let them know. And I'm going to go wide and go around in a straightaway. Mm-hmm. And that's the way you properly do it. And that's Steve MZ. Hey, this is Southside Steve for myself and Jeff Cole, the host of the Yeah Come On Show, proud sponsors and endorsers of Small Sliders. And we're at their location right now, right off Windy Hill before Cobb Parkway in Marietta. And I'm holding a very small menu because you're killing me, Smalls. But I can read it. Whether you get 2, 3, or 4 shakes and all Coca-Cola products and the best fries and seasoning, you get it right here at Smalls in Marietta. Yeah, come on.
Polydictainment.
All right. So remember, last Friday, Trump was like, okay, we're in more negotiations happening this weekend with the Iran war, and we may get a deal, we may not.
It looked
we'll
good
see.
Going into the weekend. It really did look good.
Well, apparently, the ceasefire shots were fired. Iran, I think, launched some things to Lebanon, and then Israel retaliated and attacking a little bit on Tehran. So again, the ceasefire, not really. We've supposedly had a ceasefire since April 8th.
Yeah,
but that's not really happening. So
it's almost like every day somebody takes a shot at somebody.
But I like this. Trump called on Israel to stop. Like, he told Netanyahu to stop, and he did it anyway. So a little friction there between Trump and Netanyahu, which I like, because I don't know why we're supporting him so much. But I found this clip, and I've watched it 100 times. Okay, if you like the movie Casino, do you remember the movie Casino?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Loved it.
You remember the famous scene where they meet in the desert, Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro, and he confronts him like, "What are you're making a spectacle of yourself, and you only exist out here because of me, and you better watch yourself." And you remember that scene?
Oh, I love that scene. You're right, because they realized they were being, even at that time, bugged. And they're like, we've got to go someplace in the middle of nowhere to hash this out.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Okay. So this guy's name is, let me give him credit real quick, because this is hilarious.
An Italian.
His name, it is Italian, Craig Greco.
Craig Greco.
I found this on TikTok.
Greco Suave.
And this is sort of a parody of that scene with Joe Pesci being America and Robert De Niro being Israel.
Oh.
Talking about the war and how we support them. And he does it so perfectly by just exchanging a few words, changing a few words from the movie.
Because I remember the movie words, because they both were making great points.
I know. So, ready? Yeah. Oh, you're going to love this.
All right,
here it is. And I took some time. I bleeped out most of the FF words.
Is anything going to slip?
No, you'll hear it. I did the backwards thing where you'll know that it's there, but
right.
You can't really hear it.
Okay.
So I think me and Mike worked this out. So great job, Mike, for
Good
getting
job,
that.
buddy.
Here we go. So this is kind of showing America and Israel talking as if they were Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci in Casino.
I like it.
Where the f*** you get off planning attacks behind my back? Going over my head.
What attacks?
What attacks? What'd you think? I wasn't gonna find out?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You said you're gonna attack Iran? I gotta go in there now because of your shit? You better use your own fucking army, pal.
I didn't do anything yet. I mean, I didn't attack them since last time, during negotiations.
You wanna get involved in another fucking war?
Yeah, I thought let the regime change over a while so I can run the Middle East. Anything goes wrong with the neighboring countries, it's my ass. It's not your ass, it's my ass.
I don't know whether you know this or not, but you only have your fucking country because I made that possible. I'm what counts out here, not your fucking pages or your fucking blockade. And what the fuck do you think you're doing starting another war anyhow?
I'm only starting it up because I gotta be the only one with nukes over there. You understand that. You know that. Come on.
You fucking ass. You could have had our support without dragging us into more bullshit. You wanted to go to war.
Yeah, I did want to go to war. That way I can destabilize. I can fight back. I'm known. People see me. They know they can't fuck around with me like they could if I was an unknown. That's right.
You're making a big fucking spectacle of yourself.
When you asked me if you could come out here, what did I tell you? I mean, I knew you were going to come out here anyway, but do you remember what I told you?
Back up a fucking minute here. 1 minute. I asked you? When the fuck did I ever ask you if I could come out here? Get this through your head, Get this through your head, you Jew motherfucker, you. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. Without me, you personally, every fucking neighbor of yours would take a piece of your fucking Jew ass. Then when you gonna go? You're fucking warned. Don't ever go over my fucking head again, you motherfucker, you.
Whoa.
And they made some good points.
No, it is an interesting conversation, and thank God we're on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. If we were on terrestrial radio, we would have.
We wouldn't have done that. No,
we'd have to edit it down, and that's one of those conversations because of what he said about. Then I knew who Netanyahu was when he said the Jew part, and I remember the role. So Joe Pesci was Donald Trump, which
basically,
is awesome.
or us, America, and
or just speaking for America, not individuals.
And
it's almost like if the countries could talk.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
let's not pin it on a name.
No, let's give it. Yeah. It's just the countries in general. But Craig Grieco, some TikToker, I guess, made that sketch, and I thought it was pretty brilliant, and it really fits in with what just happened over the weekend with Israel kind of still agitating, still attacking, even though we've told them not to.
Israel's making the U.S. look bad because they had said it's over, we're not going to bomb, and we're trying to get the Strait of Hormuz open, and then of course. Yeah, Israel bombed.
Yeah, and even though we told them not to.
It's a tough one. There's no doubt we need a regime change, but boy, that's a whole nother kit and caboodle. Again, it affects a lot of the pricing. We'll see where it goes. It's a little war. It's not a big war, right?
No, it's a little war. It's a little war, but
just a little
again,
war.
Trump said they're still negotiating.
The crazy world we live in. So let's get out of this and let's get into some sports. Mike,
the buttons are a little slow today, Mike. What's going on?
When I say sports, hit it. But it gives us time. Don't worry about it. Get Jack on the phone. We got Jack Sugar coming on with sports every Monday and Friday when he's available. We've got Skipper with Regal Nissan coming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the service manager. And then Wednesday, hump day, I do it. I do sports. And there's a lot to talk about. There's a couple little deals that happened over the weekend. Deals is NASCAR talk.
I know that's Richard Petty.
That's Richard Petty.
I learned that.
You learned that, yeah. That's good stuff. I think we've got him online with Come On Sports. It is Jack Sugar.
Yeah, come on. Happy morning. Happy Monday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Happy morning.
Happy morning. No, that was good. A lot of people, I think, do know that you are my brother-in-law. Our two wives and our kids are all together at a fun place. You're at home working, and I'm in my studio. It's the way we're rolling.
That's how we do it, baby.
It is. And I know what a workaholic you are, and I thank you for taking a break. And nobody knows sports or watches it in between feedings and diaper changes than you. And talk to me, because I even saw a little bit this weekend. I'm curious of your thoughts of the sports in the past 72 hours since we talked last.
Yeah, you nailed it. Try to give the wife a break on weekends with the kids. So yeah, between diaper changes and going outside throwing pitches, I did a ton of pressure washing this weekend.
Nice,
great weekend.
Is it your pressure washer, or did you borrow it from a neighbor, or is it your dad's?
You know, it's mine. Well, I went to boot it up on Saturday morning at like 9 o'clock, and it was shorting out on me. So one of those electric pressure washers, and
gotcha.
ChatGPT told me that it was about that time that it dies on you. So we went out to Lowe's and got a new one, new electrical one, just a small guy for some small projects.
I love it. Good
and
job.
You need to get done. So you just got to do what you got to do.
That's it. When you do it, and that shirt is available at yeahcomeon.com. I'm always going to spit it.
You got to. Alley-ooped it there. But yeah, this weekend, I was keeping tabs on the French Open. I'm a big tennis guy, so that was just a crazy tournament from start to finish. I haven't been on in a couple of weeks, but I definitely would have been updating throughout because, the world number 1, Carlos Alcaraz, was not playing. World number 2, Jannik Sinner, he was a historical favorite to win the tournament. He bowed out due to heat exhaustion a couple weeks ago, and so it was really anybody's tournament, and it was a pretty good one. So Alexander Zverev got the monkey off his back, won the French Open yesterday. So that was the morning. Meanwhile, the golf was going on because Saturday got rained out at the Memorial Jack's tournament. And so then the leaders had to play 31 holes yesterday to finish the round. And I don't know if you caught any of it, but it was ended up going to a playoff with JT Poston and Ryan Gerard.
Yeah.
And it was pretty interesting because Poston, he either was going to win the tournament and qualify for the US Open in 2 weeks, or he was going to come in second and have to play another 36 holes of golf today to try to qualify for the US Open. So if he did not win yesterday, he would have had to play 67 holes in 2 days, which, sign me up any day of the week. But still, that was a pretty wild tournament. So yeah, that was pretty funny.
I did catch the end for Jack because you're watching Jack outside, and everybody sees him coming in on 18, and we know that one of these guys is going to win it. And it was anybody, and they were doing great drives, great chips on the green, and great long putts. And it was pretty rock star. But, man, to go back 1, 2, 3 times, and then you look at Jack Nicklaus over there, and you're like, oh, God, you're sitting there in a blazer. I don't know what the temperature's like, but you and your wife are about to die.
I mean, 86 years old. It was humid as all get out here. I don't know, what it was like there, but yeah, he's in a blazer. I'm like, get the guy some shade.
Yeah, get him an umbrella. This could go, and it can go as long as it needs to. They went back to 18 3 times. So
I know, and it's all about the handshake. That tournament, it's like, who cares about the trophy or the money? They all want to win it and shake Jack's hand. Like, that's what they're all doing it for. And he's 86. There's only a few more years you can do it. I mean, so it's one of those non-major tournaments that's worth watching. So that was a good one.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night, watched the Belmont Stakes. I like watching horses with the kids because they think the horses are cool. Stevie's just over there like, dog. I'm like, that's a horse, Stevie.
It's a dog.
She's like, nay. So I had that going, and I don't know if you watched that, but Golden Tempo raced for the first time since winning the Kentucky Derby, and everyone had kind of written Golden Tempo off. They said that the Derby just was the perfect race for how Golden Tempo runs, and there's no way it's going to happen again. And sure enough, Golden Tempo did the exact same thing that horse did during the Derby, and just took its place in last for the first 2 turns, and then down the home stretch just switched it into a different gear and won again, from dead last to first after the last turn. I mean, it was crazy.
So we got a secretariat situation. We got, I don't know how many times it's been done, but somebody can be a Triple Crown winner. Wow.
Yeah. So 2 out of 3. And
yeah,
I was actually watching a little pre-race coverage. Dave Portnoy was at the desk because he owns some horses. Now he's getting in that game. And he was talking about how the Preakness, it's only 2 weeks after the Derby, and these horses, it's just too much on them to, run that race and then get trained up again and run 2 weeks later. And so most trainers hold their horse out following the Derby, and the Preakness has really gotten watered down over the years because of that, especially with, these, the health of the horses is just under such scrutiny now. You just don't want to risk it. And so they're not putting the horses in the Preakness anymore. And so the Triple Crown is like kind of becoming a thing of the past. So there was definitely some talk on Saturday of moving the schedule so that we can try to get some more Triple Crowns, it's going to be hard no matter what. And it stinks that, obviously Golden Tempo is a special horse. I would have loved to see it run in the Preakness, but that was great. So, a lot of unique sports this weekend, which as we get into June and July, that's kind of the name of the game.
It is, because I know we got Atlanta Braves, and we can talk about that on Friday. The boys are doing well. I just wanted to say, from my point of view, one sport I've been involved with, and I've gotten you into it, Jeff, is NASCAR. It's just always been a sport I've been a part of because of radio. Ned Jarrett passed away. Dale Jarrett's dead, 1932 to 2026, and you're getting back into the Jarretts. You get into moonshining and where it all started, and these old school boys that were in NASCAR. And the last thing, if I could, because I wanted your input quickly, Chicago Bears. It looks like they've been around 106 years. Didn't realize that the city lived through the Depression. I mean, I knew they played football through it, but that franchise started in 1920. And it went through the Great Depression, World War II, the 2008 stock market crash, two awful Democrat leaders, and now it looks like a mayor and a governor have tubed it so bad that they're going to leave town.
Wow. Yeah, I saw that come up late last week, and it's just one of those shocking things to see that the Chicago Bears are, going to move to Indiana.
Yeah.
And I don't have the geography, in front of me, but
I do. The new stadium is 17 miles away, Jack. 17 miles. They even showed a little car driving to where it is. It's kind of like the Atlanta Braves moved from downtown to the Marietta area. Very similar, and they're just over the state line, and they're like, screw you, Illinois and Chicago.
Yeah, but that going from downtown to Marietta, that's probably 8 miles.
Maybe
17, that'd be like throwing it up and coming,
All right, maybe you're right. This is worse.
It's still Atlanta, yeah. It'd still be
17.
They can't be the Chicago Bears anymore, right?
I don't think you can. All the other teams changed, right? We've seen it. L.A. Rams versus, St. Louis.
San Diego. Well, it was
St. Louis now.
San Diego Chargers, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right, Jeff Sports. Let Jack and I do this, okay? Yeah, but Jack, your thoughts? Would they go with Indiana Bears? You can't do that.
No, they're not going to do that, and I don't think I think they're probably still going to claim the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
And I was trying to read into it, as to why this is all happening, and they're basically saying there's no viable sites in Chicago. And obviously, these things take years to do, and so they're not going to do a renovation. I mean, I think Jacksonville, I don't even know where the Jaguars are playing this year, but they're going to be playing somewhere else while they renovate the Jacksonville Stadium. And so I don't know. I mean, Soldier Field is just legendary to me. And I don't know why you couldn't renovate it, make it, indoor or whatever. I'm sad to see that happen. Obviously it's all a business. And I think they're moving to an affluent part of Northwest Indiana or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so, the Braves, it's like hypocritical in one way to criticize it but at the same time, the Braves, they have a payroll to fund that you're trying to keep up with the Dodgers. And so, the Battery's just done incredibly well and supported the team, but the NFL is a profit share. So, I mean, the money that they make on this is going to get split 32 ways and distributed amongst the rest of the teams. So it's just a weird one. And yeah, it's political. I don't have the political insights to break that down even further, but yeah, it's an unfortunate decision. It's just they're just a staple, man. They're just a staple. That's are football.
They are football, and I appreciate the insight. And I know you're a numbers man, so if we learn more, we will have you break that down over the weekend. And we want a full report in triplicate.
Yeah, no, I'll get that put together for you guys. And yeah,
you.
on NASCAR, I haven't been on in a couple weeks. Just schedules have been conflicting, but. Rest in peace, Kyle Busch. That is so sad.
Yeah, we covered that.
Sure you guys covered that.
We did. It was sad. It was. And now Ned Jarrett, everything comes in threes. And it's like the Bush thing could have been handled differently. It's like now, anytime somebody gets a cold or respiratory, everybody's like, "Oh God," and you should be scared because it could turn into sepsis. You never know.
Yeah, that was just really, really devastating. So, NASCAR comes in threes. It's we don't need another one now. So, knock on wood there. But yeah, we'll cover the Braves on Friday, man. They are just continue to win series. They're unbelievable, and I'll tease it, but hopefully we'll get on Friday and talk about maybe some of these pitchers coming back and getting healthy. I think to start the season, I was like, if the bats can just weather the storm while we get some of these arms back, we could be real dangerous come postseason, and that formula has definitely been working. So let's just hope they stay hot. They've got the White Sox this early this week, and then the Mets this weekend. So no, thanks for having me on again. It's good chatting with you guys. It's been Jack Sugar with Yeah Come On Sports, brought to you by Regal Nissan.
Yeah, come on!
Yeah, come on. All right. It is time now for track 13 to end the show, and we've got a couple of licks. Did you find anything?
I have got one off the wall. It's not rock and roll related. It's pop. It's Michael Jackson related. Just a song I've been into since watching the movie.
Oh,
since I saw the movie. But if you
think what song?
Well, it's a deep cut. It's Rebby Jackson. It's the Unknown Sister. She had a hit in the 80s.
She had a
that
hit.
Michael Jackson sings on.
It's not that damn Centipede.
Yes, it is the Centipede. Yes, I love Centipede. You don't like Centipede?
No, God, you like Centipede. It always reminded me of the damn arcade game Centipede.
Yeah.
And no, I was not a fan, but I might let you do it just because I dislike it enough that it's actually different. What I had was let's see.
Well, okay. Well, then you said yes. So let's just do Centipede. You save that for tomorrow, whatever you got, and we will end the show.
I'm not condoning this.
That's okay.
This is you take the rap on this.
Okay. One. This is track 13 today from Rebby Jackson, the lesser known sister, and of course you can hear Michael on it. So you can click the link in the description to watch the video, listen to the song. It is Rebby Jackson, Centipede on the Yeah Come On Show.